In addition, you can tell I've taken the metal collars out to give myself some flexibility on the pipe as I work it around this bend. Okay, so I'm going to widen this opening and then we're going to work the pipe in. All right, so you can see the pipe is into place. So what I did was with this end up, I kind of fit it down at an angle and started to get it around the corner. It wants to basically rub on every piece of plastic and every piece of metal in there possible. So of all things, once I got it in partially, I was only about a third of the way in, I touched the edges of the metal and the plastic down where the pipe touches with a little bit of WD-40. Then this pipe is big enough, and again, keep in mind it's stuck up at this angle. I jammed my hand in it to give me enough leverage to press on the pipe and start to work it around that corner. The WD-40 made all the difference in the world as it just slipped right around the corner without a problem. The other end is here, fit in really, really well. You can see where it tucks down, starts to tuck down behind the strut bar right there. So all in all, the pipe's in. Now we're gonna work on the piece from the turbo inlet and then also get our filter in place. All right, so now we're gonna start to wanna put these collars in. Now what you can do is you can put the collar here, these metal collars into the OEM intake on this side, and I've tightened down the worm drive. It is in as far as it will go, right? It'll only go so far. So I flushed that completely and then tightened down the intake so I don't have, or tightened down the worm drive so I don't have to worry about it going anywhere. In addition, you can now see down here, I've inserted the collar as well. Now, in this case, I want it to be in equally on both sides.